know where from, Garcia? Roger's the obvious anomaly of the four, but there's no apparent overlap between any of the victims.
You're not the only one that can hear body language. Did I say something wrong? I think it's gonna be like this forever. I can help you. Please don't cry. I get it, okay? This is how it has to be. I understand. I know it's important. She died from blood loss. There's no gangrene on the transplanted leg, which means the surgery's fresh. It justifies his haste in dumping her here. Why didn't throw the desert or a hospital? Gracie, actually, I need something else. Can you tell me where the nearest payphone is? Like a phone you pay to make phone calls on? Where are you going? Can you give me a ride to 5th and Main? It's on the way. I need to talk to somebody. This amputation was transtibial, but the survivor was transfemoral. Nerve and vascular dissection was careful, well ligated. I mean, he said he wasn't a surgeon, but his knowledge of anatomy and procedure shows definite medical training. Them to be identified while still depersonalizing them. Transportation and the facilities to bleach and burn his victims. He ends up drowned him. Here, this will coat your throat and help dilute the bleach. I thought that only happened to me.
Were you able to determine if the victims died of immolation?
Could be the shock. What, she knew about her father's condition and took advantage of it? We'll be right there, stay on the phone.
Who canceled his prescription?
Trophies. Detective Freeman never found it. She would have pinned it all on Bruce.
Can I take the blindfold off? Hello? Took me a long time. To be honest, I was distracted by your thesis. To put you on the same plane as Jonas Saul. I've arranged for your freedom. It is valuable enough the federal government will work with you. You have a brain that doesn't play by normal societal rules.
Or us. What if this is the replicator?
Several conversion camps have been shut down recently because their methods border on torture.
This never-ending cycle was not formed overnight. It most likely came about due to years of serious abuse, either emotional, physical, or both.
Nothing in the unsub's profile suggests racial motivation, though.
Presents the borderline between anxiety and psychosis. He's likely experiencing stress-related paranoid ideation, most likely brought on by a recent traumatic event that triggered that rage. Cross-reference the list of special kids from the center with the list of victims Morgan got from Viewfinder. Come up with a half a dozen names. She's pulling their histories right now. Your blog went into great detail about how you wanted to kill her. Now I need to know, did you discuss this with anyone? No Story Swap allows you to download stories from other people. Are they all about murder?
Peter, no matter what happens, you have to keep trying. I know it's not what you want to hear, but at least it's the truth. Forensics found the seal had been cut and then carefully resealed. We'll just be there to answer questions, hopefully give some reassurance. Bye.
Unsub felt victimized or that an injustice had been done to him. It might have motivated his need for revenge, not just against Wade Burke, but against the entire city as well. Most serial killers are unable to control their own impulses, but some seem to be able to self-regulate. It's like they have an on-off switch that they themselves can control.
He must not have been wearing it when he was attacked. Craig was closer to his attacker than we thought. But not the right time. None of the watches were accurate. That has to mean something.
No, Garcia might be right. The times don't add up, but what if it's a warning? What if he's setting the watches to the time of the next abduction?
6:59, was the watch still working? Now that we have 3 working watches, though, we might be able to see a pattern in how or why the unsub changes the times. I think I know what the messages say. No. The answer is no. That fits better. What was it that Mark David Chapman said after he shot him? It was like all of my nobodiness and all of his somebodyness collided. Well, Maeve is somebody, and this bitch is a nobody. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. There's too much of it, and I can't sort through it with any clarity.
Call me Dr. Reid?
I think I know who the unsub is.
She got violent, same thing that happened to Maeve.
A couple of months ago, we were getting off the phone. Bye, love you. Just like that. Bye, love you. I know it was just a slip, but I was waiting for when we finally met. Hotch, we've known from the beginning she's on a murder-suicide. I'm gonna tell her that I love her. That explains her obsession. Making a deal.
I think Miss Kavanaugh next door may have taken a couple.
I know.
Actually, if you guys don't mind, I could use some help with.
How much time?
Hughes may have his next victim, and Alan Archer just came in and reported his boss missing. Same signature, and it's definitely made of blood, which got me thinking about Maeve's stalker. In his mind, there may be only one way to get it.
Cross-check Adam's name with the names of the patrons in the clothing store.
Hi. Spencer, Reid for two? Guess I'd like that. This unsub is bringing fly larvae to the crime scene with him. Hello? Hello, I'm still here.
Suck. Swang.
Sorry, can you please repeat that? Maeve said it started out of the blue. No. Fiance? She had a fiance, Hotch. He was at the restaurant. I caught him looking at me and said, I know who he was, and then a friend of his sat down, so I just assumed that I overreacted. Hello? Nothing. I know, I just thought I'd call. It's not an emergency. I mean, they're gone. I don't know if I can.
Just before the attack. Did you know the kid who was beating the dog? Could you describe him to a sketch artist?
Or if their relationship is sexual, it's only a matter of time before their partnership dissolves and the student no longer needs the teacher.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like and comments for updates. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like and comments for updates.